Well, I just apparently forgot to set my alarm last night, and I overslept by 4 hours. It is noon. It is 12 o'clock, and I just rolled out of bed. I hate when I do that because that takes up so much of my day, and I have so much to do. I am self-employed. I sold on eBay full-time for 6 years, and I just quit doing that, and I moved on to other things like Etsy, and I own a skateboarding business. And I just hustle. That's how I live. I'd rather do that than work for anybody else. And yeah, when I sleep in till noon, that's like 5 hours of my day shot right off the bat. So I need to get some eggs made here. Day 3 of the egg fast. I thought I would be so sick and tired of eggs right now, but I'll tell you what, I'm really enjoying that egg salad. And in fact, I think that's what I'm going to have for breakfast. Now tonight is the Curse of Oak Island, and this is going to be the first night that I have not made some kind of a snack to eat while I watch the show. So it's going to be kind of tough sitting there with nothing to munch on. But if you look back through my videos, you'll find one called something like Sausage Stuffed Jalapenos for the Curse of Oak Island. And it shows you how to make, well, sausage stuffed jalapenos. They are absolutely delicious. I make them all the time. They're low carb, and they do take a little bit of time to put together, but they are well worth it. So if you're watching Oak Island, that's your snack for tonight, because I'm not going to be having anything. But I am excited about tomorrow morning to weigh in and see where this has got me, and I'll give you that update in the morning. You know, it's funny, because as many times as I have done diets, I've never really organized the way I'm going to take pictures, like before and after pictures. I have taken before and after pictures, but I've never really set it up and said, okay, this is exactly how I'm going to do it every month. And this time, I knew I was really going to stick with it and actually do it. And I should have set that up, but I didn't. I just kind of take a picture every month. Might not be in the same stance or the same clothes. This is the closest thing I have, and I think this is, I don't think this is quite taken at the 100-pound mark, but this is a pretty good comparison right here. And one thing that I do plan on doing is, a couple years ago when I went to South Carolina with my family out to Hilton Head, we were on the beach, and I took this series of really ridiculous pictures on the beach because I was enormous, and I was just wearing my swim trunks. And my sister, we were dying having this photo session because I'm rolling all over the beach like a big whale and coming up out of the water and running and stuff like that. So we took this series of pictures that I was actually going to take and make a funny calendar for my girlfriend. And I decided to keep them and use them and then go back to Hilton Head once I've lost a ton of weight and take those same pictures. So then I can make a calendar and have like the side-by-side. So that's what I'm planning on doing with those. So today is trying its best to beat me down, you know, with getting up late, and I had a couple of payments not go through to my bank account, and between my bank account and those companies, I can't figure out what the problem is. Apparently, with my insurance company, we have it figured out now, so I hope so. My dog took a crap all over the floor, so I had to clean that up. My computer, now I had one of these stupid things that says there's a virus and you must call this number. You know, they basically come in there and try to phish you to scam you. So I'm resetting that, and I'm going to run my malware program, you know, that'll fix it. But I need to disconnect a little bit. I'm going to get out of the house for a little bit, walk away from all the electronics except for my camera, because I'm going to go out to the lake and get a little bit of footage out there. I'm going to take you guys with me and then come back home and start my day over. I have way too much to do today to let this get me down, And, you know, I will say this. Usually, under these circumstances, when I get really stressed out like this and my day seems like it's horrible, I would give up. The first thing to go would be my diet, and I would go to Taco Bell, I would get a pizza, I would get, you know, 2 liters of pop or a 12-pack or whatever I could think of. And then that would lead to the chocolate and candy and snacks, and it would just be a downfall. But, you know, in making this attempt to change my life, I'm not doing that anymore. You know, once in a great while I do it, but when I get in these situations now, I just say, you know what? Put that at the back of your mind. Let food be the very last thing that comes into consideration when I'm having a bad day and when things are going wrong. Because the reason you go to food is because it's delicious. And you're never going to have a bad Snickers bar. You're never going to have a bad stuffed crust pizza. So that is one positive that you can go to, and it's always going to be positive. But after you get done eating that stuff, usually you feel like crap, first of all. And second, you still have the problem sitting there waiting for you. So it doesn't solve anything at all. So, putting that to the back of my mind, let's go to the lake for a little bit, see if we can get some good shots out there. Man, I thought I walked out of the house without my keys, and you know what? Let's take the drone. It's funny because I have a lot of memories and history at this park. This boat shelter right behind me, right through that door, I went to nursing school, and when I graduated nursing school, this is where I had my graduation party, right through here. See all the tables, and through that door in there is a little kitchen, and we had a karaoke setup and everything. Pretty nice place. Can't really see in there very well, but it's a nice little place to have parties. And down the way they have pavilion down there and a couple of other ones, and you got like the marina and the boat dock and things. But if you can see the dock behind me, way out there, that's where we're going right now. I graduated nursing school, had my party down here, and I was a nurse for 12 years, I believe. And I just got really tired of it. It got really political. You know, it became something other than what I got into it for. It's starting to rain / sleet, mini hail. But when I quit nursing, I kind of quit rather abruptly. I was so fed up with things that were happening in nursing, and more specifically at the facility that I worked at, the way they were treating me and patients, and just a lot of things I don't want to get into. But it honestly had me in the emergency room several times over the course of a few weeks. High blood pressure, you know, it had me on all kinds of medications and stuff. And I was like, you know what, I got to get away from this. I can't be in something that is going to put my life in such a shambles like this. So when I quit there and I decided to do eBay full time, I came out here to the dock because it's always peaceful and quiet out here except for ducks and geese. Sometimes there's some boats, sometimes there's a few people fishing, but it really is, look at this. I mean, who wouldn't want to stand out there? You know, it really is a good place to come and kind of just unwind and detach from things. So I came out here kind of to gather myself, think about the position that I was in and my future, and kind of think about what I wanted to do with my future. After I had been doing eBay for a few years and everything was going really good, I came back out here, hung out on a dock a little bit, and I actually made another video at that time. Been making videos my entire life. And I just kind of, I don't know if the word is regaled, but I enjoyed being out here and that feeling of knowing that everything worked out, everything was okay. And so I'm back out here today, and I just wanted to come back out here and kind of revisit the place, because once again I'm kind of reinventing myself. I'll always be me, and I will never be anything but myself. But as far as, I guess you could say, career-wise and things I'm doing in my life on a regular basis, a lot of people reinvent themselves several times throughout their lifetime. And that is one thing I do on a constant basis. You know, I roll with the punches, and I find new things, and I'm really enjoying YouTube now. I have 2 channels going, and that's really what I would like to be doing full-time. You know, I mentioned earlier that I sell on Etsy and a handful of other different places, and just hustle all the time to get the bills paid and that. But I really, really enjoy making short films and videos. I've done it my entire life. I should have moved to Hollywood straight out of high school, but I didn't. I decided to have a family, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying I would do it any different if I could, but I love my life as it is. And, you know, YouTube gives me an outlet that even Hollywood would not give you. You don't have to get anything approved on YouTube. You just go at it and do exactly what you want to do. Behind me here is a library, and they have awesome programs there. Like, they have outdoor movies, they have, it's huge. They have it downstairs with big rooms, and they have indoor movies. Like the last one that I saw there was Star Wars The Force Awakens. If you follow all around through here, there is actually trails that go all the way around to the parking lot of the side that I'm on right now. We've walked those trails over the summer. And at the back of the, well, I know you can't see it very well, but at the back of the library there on the bottom, they will rent an enormous inflatable movie screen and have like drive-in movies in the summer. And inside they have what is called the Exploration Gateway. And it's kind of like the history of this area, I guess. It's really amazing. I'll have to make another video inside there. I made one for my other channel, and I'll put a link at the end of this video because it's a really good video. People at the library really loved it. Well, the drone apparently doesn't have any battery life left, so we're not going to take it up. Plus, it is really wet and cold out here. And being that I just got over bronchitis, I better get out of here. So, anyway, it was kind of nice coming out here and just walking around and relaxing for a little bit and detaching from everything. So, gonna head home, try to restart the day, make up some more eggs and cheese, and look forward to my weigh-in tomorrow morning. So I'll be back with you guys then. And let's see where this got me. Remember, I started at 327 when I started the egg fast. So we'll see how far it's taken me. I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.